What's up guys, Trevor here, and today I'm going to talk to you about 5 ways you can avoid burnout when you're starting up an e-commerce business. And the reason I made this post is because I tend to get burnt out sometimes, and I know how it feels because you have to put a lot of work and energy into building your e-commerce business, and a lot of that's just spent on your computer, right in your computer screen. In your laptop, either at home or at a coffee shop, and it can get stressful after a while because you might not see the results right away that you want to see, and you see other people getting results, and you don't know if it's going to be possible yet for you or not, or you're seeing some results but you're not seeing the kind of results you really want to see or the growth that you want to see. So when those orders aren't coming in, you start to get burnt out more. So here's 5 ways that I'm going to tell you how I avoid burnout. Number 1, journal your journey. Write about your daily progress every day. You can do this on your personal blog, or you can do it on a private forum where other helpful entrepreneurs will add value to the conversation. And I'm a part of a couple forums that I like to put daily progress reports on, and that is the Earnest Affiliate Forum for their course and the Dropship Lifestyle Forum for their course. So those are my 2 main business models: affiliate marketing and drop shipping that I do for my online businesses. So I like to post daily updates and just write down, hey, today I got this done, that done, and that done. My goal for tomorrow is this, this, and this. And it kind of helps me because it helps me look back and realize that, I'm actually getting somewhere, actually getting some good work done. All this time I spend behind the computer screen isn't for nothing. And it also helps me connect with other entrepreneurs out there and provide help, because they might look through the thread eventually and they might be in the space stuck where I was at the time, and it might help them through their process, and I feel good about that. So that'll help me eventually because they'll recognize me and my face on the forum, and they might see me eventually on YouTube, or they might see me on listen to me on a podcast, or read my blog. And the more times they see me, the more times it's more likely that they will actually trust me and get to know me. And if I create information products later on, like online courses, it's more likely that they'll buy those from me as well. So journal your journey. It'll help you, and it will help people around you, and it'll help you in more ways than one. Reason number 2, or way number 2 to avoid your burnout: set up multiple sites and projects. Having more than one project at a time will keep everything fresh so you don't burn out on one particular niche. So this isn't for everyone. A lot of people are really good at just doing one thing. However, for me anyways, having just one thing is kind of tough, because if I'm not seeing results from that one thing, I start to get really frustrated and I want to start something else. So I have usually between 2 to 3 different projects, maybe 4 or 5 at any given time. I try to keep it under 5 though, because I realize with more than 5 projects, you really start drawing yourself thin. So keep it under 5, but have your main source of income that you work on, and make that your 50 to 80% amount of your time. Put money and time into that. But also have maybe a second dropship site, or maybe have a affiliate site based around a niche. You could even have a personal blog where you blog about your entrepreneurship, or blog about something else, and you provide affiliate links through that, so you make some money there. You could have a YouTube channel. You could create online courses and post them on Udemy or on your own website, or have some sort of a membership site. There's a bazillion ways you can do online business, but have a few different models so that you always have kind of something to work on, and you're always seeing some progress in one or the other. It'll really help you to avoid burnout. All right, the 3rd way to avoid burnout is film videos about your work. This kind of goes along with the daily progress updates, but filming videos is a lot more intense. And it's scary at first because you don't know what people are going to think of you, but really in the long run, you're actually providing value to people, and you're being honest and authentic because you're showing your real self. So film videos like I'm filming this one. I'm filming it right now on my MacBook on my webcam, and I'm using a Blue Yeti microphone so that the sound sounds nice for you guys, the audio. But definitely film videos. It's really good for your health, and it's really good for other people because you're going to help them. All right, 3rd way to avoid burnout: stay organized. Keep spreadsheets for passwords and accounts and affiliate links and anything else you can think of. Keep spreadsheets for stuff. The better you organize your business and processes, and the work that needs to be done, like your to-do lists and what is in those to-do lists, the more likely you'll actually get it done. as opposed to see it, think about it, procrastinate, and do something else, like looking at Facebook. So I like to use mind mapping software. Bubble.us is the website I go to. If you're in Dropship Lifestyle, you'll know about it. If you don't know about it, I'll provide a link in the description. I like to use Todoist. It's a app that lets you hold to-do lists, but I always try to make my to-do lists very, very, very specific. I don't want to just make a to-do that says start email marketing, because that requires a bunch of stuff. But if I can break that down into steps and then write down the smallest step, and I get that one step done, I feel accomplished. So I might be able to get 3 or 5 done within a half an hour. And within that half hour, if I get 3 or 5 mini steps done to accomplish that big step, that's way better than just seeing it, procrastinating, doing something else, and not actually getting any of it done at all. So stay organized. It'll help you with your processes. It'll help you eventually outsource your processes, which moves me on to my next way to avoid burnout, which is using other people's time. And that is outsourcing. So when you have a project or something to do to build your e-commerce business, but you are hitting some sort of a brick wall, you can't get around it for some reason or another. You're either not good at it, or you just can't come up with how to do it. Whatever the reason is, if it's a bottleneck, then outsource that bottleneck. Sometimes outsourcing is not the right thing to do because maybe you're not making enough money yet. But when you're starting to make a little bit of money every month, it's a really good idea to start taking advantage of people out there that live in other countries where the cost of living is lower and won't charge you much for the time it takes them to do these projects. Check out a site called Fiverr, fiverr.com. I'll have a link in the description. And at Fiverr, you can buy really cheap project gigs. They call them gigs. And it's basically people that offer a set of services for a fixed amount, usually between $5 to $100. It starts at $5 usually. So, like for instance, adding products to the site. Adding products is a really slow and tedious process. On Fiverr right now, there's a few gigs where people will add products to your Shopify store for around $15 to $20. That's a really good value. $15 to add, I think it's 50 products. So they're probably in India or somewhere like that, where the cost of living is much lower. So for $15, you probably buy a lot more out there than you can in the United States. However, out here, the time it would take me to put 50 products onto the site might be a whole week. And so, I need to be making at least, $500 a week, $1,000 a week just to make ends meet in Los Angeles. So, that's the difference there. I can pay someone $15 for the amount of time. So I can grow my business in other ways so I don't get hung up on bottlenecks. And that's probably one of the most important things to do, is to outsource all these little projects that you have for your business. Every single bottleneck you come up with, you run into, find someone who will do it for really cheap, because there's a lot of people out there that will, and you'll get it done way faster. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Definitely hit the subscribe button, like and comment if you have any questions, and good luck with your e-commerce businesses. We'll see you guys out there. Take care.